to you north of the border from Toronto. Opening tip taken in by the Raptors.
Hey, the shot game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions, Toronto. Into the game for the Lakers.
Lowry, guarded by Cook. To Nowitzki. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Down 2. To Danny Green. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Stanley Johnson. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Gets it in the left corner. Kuzma. McGee powers it through.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Lowry with it. 2-point advantage. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kyle Lowry at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Lowry converts the 3-point play as the Raptors able to extend their lead. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Danny Green. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Lowry into the front court. Leads 3. To Stanley Johnson. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Surveys the floor. To Nowitzki. Johnson. Deep right corner. Here comes the screen. To Ibaka. Lowry. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Down for McGee. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Lowry to Stanley Johnson. Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. Danny Green. There's the toss. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Stanley Johnson. Sizing up the defense. Johnson, deep left corner. To Stanley Johnson. Shot clock winding down. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. Down for McGee. Serge Ibaka sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
The drive right to the basket. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Serge Ibaka snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Knocked loose. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 of 4 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Over to the right side. Serge Ibaka sends it away. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. And the finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Danny Green. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Got it. Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Stanley Johnson. Goes to the right side. Lowry to Stanley Johnson. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Lowry, he drills the 3.
Woo. That pass speaks for itself. There's nothing more to say about that one. Wow.
Curling inside. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Lowry into the front court. Up by 3. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Down low Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
To Stanley Johnson. Lowry goes to the left side. To Lowry. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Oh, he blocked it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Danny Green. Kuzma. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Team foul number 3. Toronto Raptors are in the building.
JaVale McGee has got 2 shots coming. History not on his side. 58% from the line. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Number 20, Eric Gordon.
Fred VanVleet to Stanley Johnson. To VanVleet. Almost. Tough shot in traffic. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Here comes the screen. To Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down. Stanley Johnson with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Davis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Fred VanVleet gets it in the right corner to VanVleet. Trying to cash in, add 2 points to the board.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Fred VanVleet to Stanley Johnson. Give him 2 points. High percentage. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That's the end of the quarter. The Raptors in front. Second quarter set to start. This is what... Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
To Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
And Jay, they call the foul.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Substitution being made in this one. Lowry. And the Lakers with the rebound. To James. Serge Ibaka. Huge block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Great job. By the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Pascal C. Siakam, couple of free throws on the way. His career mark right now sits at 63%. First free throw is good. And he makes them both.
Substitutions, Toronto. Subbing in.
Los Angeles, they have it.
32.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Corner 3 at the buzzer. Goes down. A 3 at the buzzer. How about that end to the first half as they take the lead into the locker room. First half in the books. The Raptors have the lead.
The Raptors. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Calls out a...
Substitutions, Toronto. Into the game for the Los
Lowry,
Angeles
guarded by Cook. To Ibaka. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
And Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
To Lowry, beyond the arc for 3. And that's rebounded by Kuzma. Johnson to Nowitzki. JaVale McGee with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people.
And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Dirk Nowitzki. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Gets to the basket and scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lowry to Ibaka. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lakers ball. Probing the defense. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Up 6. Gets it in the left corner. Johnson to Lowry for 3. And McGee there for the rebound. Raptors come away with it. Johnson. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. That's playing with fire. Dirk Nowitzki knocks down the wide-open Jay.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
It's good. And 1.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Timeout for the Lakers. Hey fans, have you seen the latest items in our silent auction? Have a look for yourself in the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
McGee powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Lowry to Nowitzki. Lowry cleans it up. Dirk Nowitzki, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
And a throwdown.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Johnson to Lowry. JaVale McGee pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
And the finish, slam dunk.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Down for McGee. Nice pass to get things going.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
Johnson, deep left corner. To Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
The assist from number 12, Joe Johnson.
It was right there. To Ibaka. Nowitzki to Ibaka. Goes to the left side. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Stanley Johnson at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair.
On your left, here he comes.
Works it up top.
Take coming.
Joe Johnson able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Nowitzki. Wide open look, won't go. with the step back.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Joe Johnson, defended by Eric Gordon. To Nowitzki. Fires the three. Misfires. It's no good. Here comes the screen. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
They go down low to Dirk. Not that time. To Kyle Kuzma. Here's a chance from long range. They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Here comes the screen. To Ibaka, kicks it outside. Nowitzki buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. So Lowry. Fred VanVleet to Gasol. Couldn't keep it in. Off Rajon Rondo. Fred VanVleet. To Gasol. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Cousins. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Gasol to Stanley Johnson. Shot from the lane won't go. Knocked loose. That'll get out off the Raptors, so it stays with the LA Lakers. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 9, Serge Ibaka. Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Number 0, Kyle Kuzma.
Oh, whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Stanley Johnson. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Danny Green. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To VanVleet. To Powell. And the Lakers clear. To Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To VanVleet. Screen coming. Powell to Ibaka. From the painted area, won't go down. To Kyle Kuzma. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. They've come back to take the lead.
It finally looks like things are clicking for them offensively. And sometimes throughout the course of a marathon in the basketball game, you have to be patient for that moment to really pounce. They're doing it.
Here comes the screen. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. From long range, Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Davis. Cashes in for 2.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Ibaka. And count the basket inside.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
20-footer at the buzzer. Yes, tough shot. It's got to go up to go in. That's the end of the third quarter. The Lakers have the lead. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Danny Green. To Kyle Kuzma. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Over to the right side.
Here we go.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Has a chance. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. That pass taken away by Toronto. Gets it in the left corner. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. JaVale McGee.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. New blood coming in for both sides. That's out.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions. Subbing in number 32.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Kyle Kuzma. Missed a wide open look. Oh, they called the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
To VanVleet. And scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Oh, he got a piece of it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lakers at the controls right now. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Pass to Cousins, down low. Pascal Siakam rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Scores from the post.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Here's Rondo with it. The deficit now up to 5. Here comes the screen. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Gasol. Powell. Driving right to the basket. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Los Angeles has the basketball. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
The free throw, good. Finishes off the three-point play. And we're tied up here in the 4th quarter. To Gasol. Count it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Fred Van Vliet locked in on that one.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Pascal Siakam. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Knocked loose. And Cousins throwing it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Gasol. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
And he missed the free throw. To Danny Green. Fires the 3. Drains it.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Here comes the screen. And he's going to the free throw line.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
He missed a pair of free throws. The hoop and the harm. Gasol going to the line for a chance at three, making the court his own little pitch. The Spaniard delivers again. Marc Gasol trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Los Angeles, they have it. To Kyle Kuzma. Marc Gasol swats it. That's his third block this evening.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
It goes down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw's good. It's a three-point play, and the lead sliced to 2. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. And that's going to get out of bounds off a Laker. So possession remains with Toronto. Pascal Siakam. And look out.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Lakers ball. To Kyle Kuzma. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Shooting 2.
Can't connect on the first free throw. No good. Missed them both.
Timeout for Los Angeles. Have you considered a luxury box for your next group event? Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Rondo. Not done yet. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Danny Green, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. Able to convert on both free throws.
Get back.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Knocks down the first.
Stepping in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 23, James.
2 for 2 on that trip. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Anthony Davis lets it go. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable. Now they get the intentional foul, and this one not over yet. 2 huge free throws coming up in a 2-point game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And gets both to drop at the line. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one by 4. That does it.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.